See if did my stream officially start yet? Is it going? Oh yeah, looks like we're going. Hello. I am here. How are people? Hello. Hi Stella, how are you? I'm like 5 minutes late, a little late. How we doing? Technically my stream starts closer to midnight, but fucking YouTube doesn't allow me to mark myself as starting at midnight, because then it marks as the wrong day and blah. So how are you though? I'm doing okay for myself. Sorry. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm doing okay. Just got in. No problem. We just started, so you're pretty much right on time. But yeah, how are you doing? How are we doing? Oops, sorry, that was probably loud. My bad. I'm good so far. Thanks for asking. Good. Good. A bit tired. I just feel a little tired. To lunch? Nice. I had, my usual Saturday stuff today. And then, after my normal Saturday stuff was done, I was kind of like, brah. So I laid down for a bit. Did I eat? I did. I had pizza. It was very good. I had very good pizza. I had kimchi pizza and hamburger pizza. It was pretty good. On the kimchi pizza is like a weird special sauce. I'm not sure what the fuck it is, with kimchi and pineapple. Even though I'm not that big of a pineapple fan, I just kind of put up with it. And cheese and hamburger pizza. That's the thing. Yeah, hamburger pizza typically just has like, cheese, hamburger meat. That's just like ground up into like little meatballs or whatever. Like tiny meatballs that are put on the pizza. Usually it'll have like a sauce. This one had barbecue. It's like barbecue sauce with cheese and then the meat. And that's all that one had. Typically a burger pizza has like a lot extra stuff. Like it'll have like veggies, like some like tomato or like onion or stuff you'd find on a burger that you just put on a pizza. They just call it a burger pizza. Pretty good typically. Yeah, I was quite happy with my kimchi pizza and my burger pizza. They were quite bopping. Howdy Egg, how are you doing? Yo, we bopping the music. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I was contemplating putting up a poll and asking if people wanted this stream to be like an actual ASMR stream with like actual sounds, and then doing sound effects and like getting like dice and like things to tap on or whatever, and do like binaural, so I could be in both ears. But I got busy and didn't end up doing that, so I didn't ask. So I don't have anything like prepared. So I don't know what the fuck we're doing. If we're just gonna play more Mass Effect, or if I'm gonna impromptu the fuck out of this ASMR stuff, or what. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I'm kind of feeling whatever, honestly. Didn't put an insane amount of thought into this week, unfortunately, because I was supposed to have plans. I was kind of focused on making those plans work, and then they didn't fucking work. So, yeah, that's kind of been my struggle of trying to make plans work for like 3-4 weeks and it not working out every single of those 3 or 4 weeks. And it's just fucking driving me insane. And the worst part is, chat. Worst part is that next weekend, my plans are probably, they're gonna work that Saturday. Right? They're gonna work that Saturday. Problem. Next Saturday is goddamn the first day of WrestleMania. So I'm probably going to miss the entire fucking first day of WrestleMania because people couldn't fucking make this plan work for like 4 weeks straight. So fucking frustrating. It's so frustrating. So that really annoys me that I'm just losing the big fucking event I've been waiting all year for. So that's just cool. Love me for that one. So that's great. ASMR stream finally. Yeah, honestly, like I keep thinking about doing it and then I just haven't. Cause I keep I mention it and then most, and I feel like most people don't really watch me for that, nor do they care when I bring it up. So I kind of don't ever put a huge amount of like, I should do this to that, just because I don't think most people care at the end of the day, unfortunately, about that. But I'm willing to do it while people actually watch WWE. Indeed, they do. I watch many forms of wrestling. I watch many companies. They just happen to be one of them. Honestly, WWE is really good right now. They were really bad through like the 2016 to like 2021 era was like hot fucking garbage. It was really not very good. It kind of sucked, to be perfectly fucking frank. That time period just blowed. But we've entered a good era for WWE. It's actually got a good era going on right now, so I appreciate that. So, which really annoying. This WrestleMania might actually fuck super turbo hard, and I'm not gonna get to see the first day of it. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. But hopefully that with my, like I said, with my luck, things will work out on the week that I already had plans months ahead of time. That's my luck, is that now these plans will finally work out, but it's gonna overlap and I'm gonna fucking miss the first day. It's so frustrating. So it seems like that's what's gonna happen, because that's my luck. So fuck me, I guess. Chat. The intrusive thoughts really came out in me for a second. I'd be like, chat, ear eating question mark? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with my brain? No one wants that. No one wants ear eating ASMR from a guy. That's just is factually incorrect. That is not what people want. I will run away so fast. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think this is the right, I don't think I have the right crowd for that. I can't even do that. I don't even have the right mic for that. For that, you really do need the weird ear microphone. Maybe on call though. I don't know about that /J part. I'm fine with people eating. I don't know. People, yeah, obviously it's big honkin' titty women mostly, but it is a popular ASMR sound, and it's basically just like, you know, they get the big 3DO fancy ear mics, and it's just licking and kissing the microphone. That's pretty much all it is. It's just kind of the only really good way to do that is, you know, with the ear microphone. Ignore my intrusive thoughts. Unrelated. But anyway. You've watching some guys eating ice cream and popsicles. Interesting. That I'm traumatized by the ear mic. It was everywhere in 2018. Oh yeah, no. It's still everywhere. If you watch female-made ASMR, it's like 90% that stuff anymore. That is just the business now. Hell, even a lot of the people who do stuff very similar to me still use the ear mics because they like, you know, like doing the fucking audible touch thing. Huh? Ear mic is fine. I mean, some people have done some wacky things with the ear mic, but yeah. I just intrusive thought that. Anyway. Moving on. God. Subscribe to one channel like that? Yeah. I know of many of them, so it'd be that way, I guess. Never watched any weird things, so I mean, fair. I mean, I feel like watching somebody do anything to a microphone that's built like an ear is like a little weird. So I feel like it's weird on principle, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my experiences are vanilla. Who knows? Who's really to say? So, yeah, what are people feeling? Are people feeling a gaming and talk stream, or are people feeling a actual ASMR stream? I am not opposed to throwing that together, because I can see like 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 things I can make sounds with, like at this very moment. Not good with choices unless they're chaotic. Okay, well, I don't think there's a not chaotic option currently, so. Well, you say I don't know about other people. I think you are the only 2 fucking people here, so it really, we can make a poll if it makes you feel better. But can be an anonymous poll. But I have no idea to the quality. You guys could be the test stream. maybe there's other people later. But yeah, but if other people join fucking later, then, you know, they're gonna probably join based off of what we're doing and not off of the channel, so it doesn't really matter. That does not really matter. Bam. You can vote. There's a whole 2 of you, so I swear to God, if you fucking... if you tie the fucking poll, I'm gonna lose my mind. Vote. Go, my rabid dogs. Fly! I'm looking for something. What did I do? I have a brush. Ah! That's not the brush I was looking for. Where'd my good brush go? Where the hell did you... Oh, it's on the floor. It fell down. Hit! I'm gonna let that go for a little bit. I can't... Well, that's only 1 vote. Thing. Hello? Thing. I'm collecting the things now. Pardon me, cat. My cat is sitting on the bed. She sleep. Another item. That's another item. That's an item. What else? Do I have? I had a thought. I might inspect for more things here in a moment. While you guys vote, I will be 1 second, hold on. You bastards, you tied the pole. How could you do this to me? How could you? After all the work I've done for you, you tie my pole. SMH. I guess we'll have to fucking flip a coin, chat. Let's flip a coin. Alright, chat. Heads or tails? I flipped it, but I didn't look at it yet. The first one I see is good what I'm going with. Heads or tails? Heads? Okay. Heads is what we're gonna call for impromptu ASMR. What we're gonna do. And it is heads. ASMR it is. Okay. Let me turn my lights down so I can get tails off screen. Let me get gamer moded, aka I turn off my bright ass fan light and turn on some small lights. Where the fuck did I put the remotes for that? Oh, there. And I put them over on the other side of my desk. Why would I do that to myself? The cons are real. Boop. Okay, chat. We're appropriately gamer moded. Give me a second, I'm gonna mute myself while I set the mic to the right mode. 1 second. Okay, I'm no longer muted. I can't hear Jenga. I don't know if that's a problem. That was intentional. I did that. I was fucking with the mic. Also, hi. I might sound on one side. I might sound on one side. I think I did that right. Question mark. Might be working, might be not. Who really knows? Who really knows? P5 music off. That done spooked me. Deserved. Hello. Okay. One ear. One ear. That actually worked. It worked. Chad. I'm so good at my job. My non-existent job. Okay, well, let me change some stuff really quickly on YouTube. You just add ASMR to the name. Let me go to entertainment, I guess, and change my thumbnail over to the correct. That's not the correct one. Change my thumbnail over to the correct one. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let me chat. Wow, more people came. Yeah, 2 whole people. I'm sure that'll have no relevance at all. Oh yeah, I should probably be more quiet. I should probably turn on my monitor so I can hear myself. Hi. Okay. The music really fucking quiet. that good? I can't tell. Did it for myself too. Hey Willow, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I can hear Jingo. Welcome to having ears. I've decided I don't like hearing myself. That's very massively distracting. Why do you have more vocal fry now? Because I'm trying to be quieter. For, you know, the ASMR effect. I might actually turn myself down just a smidge. Jinko ASMR, but this time he sounds like he's living in my walls. I'm in the walls. Every wall. Mamba. Jingo is your next door neighbor and is blasting Persona 3 music through the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. I am. Anyway. Who wants they want like book tapping. Are we book tapping people? Let's see how this sounds. This is a new experience for me. Okay, I'm not used to having to do this. You have books? Why are you surprised if I have books? Is that hard, like, to believe that I would have books? Do you think that little of me? Like, come on. Oh. Oh. So, to talk about Jesus Christ, talking to myself on an echo is making me lose my mind. I cannot do that. Okay, so you'll just have to tell me if it sounds good or not. But the book I am holding is a Avatar: The Last Airbender Legends book, which for those who don't know is the Avatar: The Last Airbender TTRPG book. Yeah, because they're distracting. Yeah, it's extra distracting when it's your own voice on an echo, like one word behind what you're currently saying. It's like a speech jammer. So anyway, back to the book. So I got a big fancy set of Avatar: Last Airbender stuff, the TTRPG, and so I have the Washington's Library Adventure Guide. So adventure guides, for those of you who do not know, is when you have someone officially at the company write a book that's like a pre-made story that the DM just can work with. And so that's what this is this is a book for 4 different stories for Washington's Library that the company that made the rules created that you can maybe play yourself. It has different pre-made characters, and it has I think I should read the back of the book. Is it reading time with Jingo? I can read the back. If I could get the, it still has the plastic on it. It has the plastic, so I don't know if that tapping is sounding good or not, but an exciting compilation of new adventure material, and play options. Wan Shitong's adventure guide expands the play materials found in Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, with new NPC legends from every era, new techniques for each of the 6 trainings, and new character archetypes packed with unique moves and character arcs. In addition, Washitong invites you to explore the Avatarverse in new and exciting adventures from every era. You might rescue a mentor from the clutches of evil villains, help negotiate peace at a prestigious summit, aid a Fire Nation defector as they flee Firelord Ozai's wrath, or even recover long-lost air nomad artifacts. 4 new character playbook archetypes that help you play compelling protagonists. 5 exciting adventures that span the eras of Kyoshi, Roku, the 100 Years' War, Aang, and Korra. 14 NPC legends, adored characters such as Toph, Varric, and Azula, each able to teach special techniques. Expanded material for exploring Washitong's infamous Spirit Library. You might be able to hear, if I can kind of get a little bit of sound. You might be able to lightly hear. I have not taken it out of the packaging yet. I don't want to open any of the books until I'm ready to use them. So I've been avoiding opening it. So I'm actually really excited because one thing that I'm scared to do as an Avatar fan, one thing I'm scared to do is do a campaign, because I like to self-write all of my stories. And so, but Avatar, I'm so passionate to the setting that the concept of possibly messing it up really bothers me. And so I want to try really hard to not mess it up. And so actually having pre-made stories might actually help me with that and help me, get over my fear a little bit, maybe. Or maybe just give me some ideas. How do we feel on the book? How's the book sound, chat? I bugged the mic. I'm so sorry. Book's kind of quiet. Yeah, I had a feeling. I could try switch. I could either tap louder. Maybe my compressor being off might help. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try it with. I got an idea. I'm gonna get even. Very hard to tap the book in front of the microphone and not have my knuckles hit the microphone, so I apologize for being a bit of a dumb fuck. Not a very good scratchy book. Not good for that. Yes, that's one item. That's one item we have. If people like reading, I can read more things too, but that was just a start. Do we want dice packages? I have some like packages. Oh, fuck me. Come on. Come on, bitrate. Pick back up. Pick back up. Come on. Come on. I don't know when I'm gonna come back. You guys can hear me, I'm sorry. The bitrate was dropping. I think I'm back now, though. Jingo, no long nails? Yeah, I don't have long nails. How do we feel about package sound, chat? Something that appeases my shopping addiction without actually spending money. Nice. Exactly. What if I chat? What if I cut this package and open in real time? You get scissor sounds. About this. More scissor. Chat, it requires more scissor. Take the box out. Oh. Man, that sounds like a chip pack. Now I'm hungry. There we go. The box. Bumps below. My bad, chat.
how do we feel about the box that was in the bag, Chad? Is this a good tap and scratch, or is this a bad tap and scratch? Good, I think. I mean, it's whatever you believe. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Fuck. I feel like the music choice is bad background music. I think we gotta change up the music. Hold on a minute. See what this. What was it? There we go. That's like more fitting, I think. Don't get tingles or whatever. You just think it's funny. Fair enough. I don't really get tingles either, to be honest. For me, ASMR kind of ends up fitting into like a white noise kind of deal. Chat want me to read out a D&D character sheet. I can read out the, you can hear the paper. Got the paperwork. So, this character I did with some friends of mine that I met through a mutual person, and one of them wanted to run a campaign, and so we created characters, and sadly this campaign didn't really go anywhere. It ran for like two sessions at most, and then just kind of fell apart. But I still have the character sheet because I really liked this character. So this character I've talked. This character actually, if you guys remember the talking to a warlock in a tavern audio specifically, that character is like half based on this character, and then kind of a secondary idea that I had for a character, and I just kind of smashed them all together when I wrote that. So this character shares, I believe I gave him the same name of Tarsonus Sectarian. The name Tarsonus because I'm a big fucking dweeby boy nerd. Tarsonis is a planet name in the game series StarCraft. I bet no one who watched that video knew that, because who the fuck knows about StarCraft in this day and age? I'm old enough to remember it. So, this character is Tarsonis Sectarian, and he is a warlock. One thing that I did differently with this character is I decided to be a half-orc. And then this name Sectarian I just made up because it sounds kind of cool. And so, yeah, I wanted to go with a warlock because it's one of my favorite classes. And then I went with a half-orc because I do like orcs, and I thought a half-orc warlock was kind of a fun idea. And so, for those of you who did not watch the Warlock Tavern video, his whole backstory, Tarsonis, specifically this version of him's backstory, is he is the heir to a noble family. Typically, when you run them, you have them kind of be small scale unless you work with your DM. For me, my version of Tarsonis for this campaign was heir to a noble family that was a monarchy that ran over a city-state. So a very, very small country that is mostly just one city. And we never really got a good name for it, unfortunately, than the city. But so he is the noble heir, and he is into archaeology and forgotten magic. And so he spent his young years attempting to, discover old mysteries, myths, and legends, and then ended up getting entangled in some bad juju. And he ends up pretty much being the only one of his friends left alive as he tries to not lose the powers he's gained by being a warlock, but at the same time not do anything too crazy that would stop him from finally taking a spot as heir when he goes back home. So warlocks, this is a warlock at level 3. Warlocks, their whole thing is being not a player who's not a fan of spellcasting, but wants to play a spellcaster. You play warlock, because you have like 2 spell slots, and then you're done, and everything else you use is a cantrip or some wacky feat stuff. So he is 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 18 constitution, 14 intelligence, 8 wisdom, and 17 charisma. His charisma is super high. We rolled for stats. We didn't do point buy. And charisma is the warlock's spell modifier. So he needed some charisma. So we dumped his charisma. I'm gonna be honest, his stats overall are not that great. The only reason his constitution is so good is because he's a half-orc. But he's kind of average across the board. His wisdom's a little low. He's not the most street-smart person, but he's very good at talking and very passionate. Because we are level 3, we had a 2 proficiency bonus. His saving throws were wisdom and charisma, which is really, really cruel that his saving throws charisma and wisdom when his wisdom completely sucks, and then his charisma is insanely good. And then his skill proficiencies are in Arcana, History, Intimidation, Investigation, and Persuasion. He is proficient in light armor, simple weapons, playing cards, and then the language is Common, Orcish, and Elvish. He has an 11 armor class with 25 health points, and then the common average speed of 3. His hit die is a 1d8, so we're not racking up health like crazy, unfortunately. And he has 1, I believe, light crossbow, 2 daggers, which I gave names. I can't remember them now. I just remember one had blue cloth and one had red cloth wrapped around it. I cannot I think they were called, I think I named them Life and Death because one of them is the knife he used to kill somebody for the first time, and then the other one was a knife he used to save someone from his town. That was kind of a big deal, and so I think they were called Life and Death, but I can't actually remember. During one of our sessions, I believe it was our second/last session, where I would throw them when I was being sneaky, and I crit throwing my knife and hitting my enemy, and we were sneaking through a tower, and so I cool ninja rolled around the corner, threw my cool ninja knife, or not ninja knife, but threw my cool knife, crit the enemy, and the DM felt a little mean that day, and he said I threw my knife so hard that it went completely through the guy I threw it at, and then out the window. So my knife flew out the window to God knows where. Who knows? I don't know. So it just vanishes into the night out the window. And I did end up finding it at the very end. I was desperate to go back and find those knives. I was not letting one of my named knives just disappear like that, so I went back and I barely found it. I was so scared I lost one so early on. And then just as a backup, I have a hand axe. And then for his items, he has a set of fine clothes because he's noble. Imagine being an innocent bystander then suddenly getting shanked by an invisible force. So true. He has his family's signet ring, a scroll of pedigree, 20 bolts, a large pearl, which is his arcane focus, which was given to him by his mother, a scholar's pack, leather armor, and then in the little fortress, the same one that I lost my knife in, I ended up finding a manual to how a certain machine works, and I could not understand the language, nor could I even recognize it. And so I cut a deal with my my dark patron, because I went dark patron, and I cracked a deal with my dark patron that I would push her religion a little extra hard that week if she was willing, basically a favor, if she was willing to tell me what the book says, this manuscript. And she ended up reading it for me, and it turns out it was an infernal, and it was a manuscript on how the building we were in worked, as it was like this weird automated spotting lighthouse thing. And so I freaked out all of my party mates because I was temporarily possessed, and then things started floating around the room randomly as my dark patron picked things up and walked around with them. So yeah. And then I think she mind wiped everybody. I think she mind wiped everybody. I don't think anyone actually came out. One of our characters didn't have dark vision, so they actually couldn't see anything anyway. But, yeah. I wrote on the back of this, apparently. I wrote I wrote my stat numbers 12, 10, 13, 17, 11, 11. Although for some reason, even though I am not a rogue, I wrote rogue stuff on the back of this sheet for some reason. I wrote 1d6 sneak attack, expertise, sneak attack, and thieves can't. I don't know why I wrote that on the back of a warlock, but you know, I was fucking jonesing that day or something. I don't know. I was tweaking. I wrote as his personality traits to be collected, proper, and sarcastic. And then his ideals was to learn as much as possible, even in the face of danger. And bonds were his father, his father, who we named Rex, his younger brother, which I don't think we ever gave a name, and then his previous personal chef. I kind of had the idea that, like, when he was a kid, him and the chef were kind of like buddy, and the chef would like get him like extra food on the side or like make fancy like pastries for him, and he just kind of was attached, but it never really got to develop too much. His flaws were overly headstrong and devious to keep his powers. I think an interesting thing to do for people, I gotta pop a knuckle, hold on. There we go. I think an interesting idea for people who want to create characters, an interesting concept to think about is, if you're looking for downsides to your character, my go-to idea is give one of your characters, or give your character one of the 7 deadly sins. So if you know what those are, try and give your character one of the 7 deadly sins. And so for Tarsonis here, his 7 deadly sin was lust. But he had a lust for power. And that was kind of his flaw. So I try and get creative with, you know, the kind of concept. But that's kind of one of my ideas if you're looking for stuff with characters. He is a warlock, so their spell casting ability is charisma, which he has a spell DC of 13 and a +5 to his spell attack bonus. So cantrips, which for those who don't know, are small spells that you can cast infinitely. So he has Eldritch Blast, which I believe is entirely exclusive to warlocks. It's like their gimmick spell, and it kind of gets better as they get higher level. And then I have another ability, Toll of the Dead, which I don't entirely remember what that does. Something about a loud bell makes people's ears hurty or something. And then I have Hex, and Hex is something I actually don't remember. But then I have Hellish Rebuke, which is a spell I really like for some reason. Hellish Rebuke's whole thing is that when you get hit with an attack, you can spend your turn's reaction casting Hellish Rebuke on the person who attacked you, and that will make them burst into flames. Once they hit you, you point at them, and they take fire damage. If you play a tiefling, you get that spell once every long rest for free, because I guess you're just cool like that. And then on his descriptions page, he is 25 years old with yellow eyes, 5'11", green skin, 200 pounds, with black hair. And I actually made there's a website called Hero Forge where you can create different digital models for free of your characters, and so I made him a digital model, and he has a black cape with purple inlay, a mask that's kind of like a bandana that he wears around because he's an archaeologist, and so if he's traipsing around dusty, unsafe environments, having a mask would be nice, not because it's edgy. And some kind of simple but clean looking leather armor, and then his nice boots and pants and stuff. So that was the Tarsonus Sectarian character sheet. Hope you guys liked that little segment. Put that down there. I could just do people want me to whip out the dice sounds? Am I whipping out dice? Chat, I showed you my dice. Why won't you respond to me? You thinking dice, chains, a sturdy kind of glasses container that's like a corky kind of material thing. Did you show us that? No, I was making a joke. I was making a joke. It's a joke. I could whip out the dice. Chat. This is my dice that are in a felt bag right now. They're in a purple felt bag. They are my liquid core dice that I got off of Etsy. I'll take them out of the bag. Here, chat, you might want to... I apologize it's loud while I move the mic, but you might want to hear the bag roll out. Back up to myself. It's a little easier. Got gifted a pair of dice for free when you went to Comic-Con. That's super cool. What color are they? Do we like dice sounds? Do we appreciate dice sounds? Maybe chat likes rolling dice sounds, question mark? Got dipped. But it's just a regular plastic ones? I mean, dice are dice. Want to get more dice, but the design is currently sold out that you want. That is a struggle. Dice, and if you like keycaps, like fancy keycaps for like keyboards, they can disappear quite easily. Fuck, I dropped the die. Oops. Chat, how do we feel about dice? How do we feel about dice sounds? Are we vibing with? Huh? They can disappear. I mean, as in like get sold out for extended period of time. So they sell quickly. Really fancy dice will sell pretty quickly. And really fancy, nice keycaps sell very, very quickly. And you have to wait for like months, you know, weeks to months for them to restock. And it's a big deal, and they might just sell back out again. Do you guys want to do some rolls? Chat, you're being attacked by a monster. You gotta roll. Let me get all the dice out of the way. I'll move the microphone down so you can hear the rolling. Chat, you gotta roll. You're gonna get attacked by the monster. You're attacking with advantage, chat. Let's see what you get. I don't know. Did you guys hear that at all? I couldn't tell. Chat, you got an 8 and a 13. Thank God you were rolling with advantage. Very faint. I can turn that up. Hold on, wait. That looked significantly more noticeable. I can't tell though. What if I rolled an absolute shit ton of die? That sounded very loud. I apologize. Okay, enough rolling, chat. Yeah, what's the rating on the dice? How do we feel about the dice? Because chat, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. This will not be the only time I do ASMR. So telling me the sounds you like means they're more likely to show up the next time I do it. Because when I did my ramble video, I tried to lean into ASMR a little bit, and no one really said ASMR-y things to do, so I just ended up, do other dice have different sounds? Well, you tell me. Let's do my more typical plasticky dice. That's this. that dice. And then these are my sharper liquid core dice. Ow, Jesus Christ, let me get rid of the D4 because that's sharp. These are harder to roll because they're spiky. Let me get better rollable ones. There we go. I dropped a die. I'm so sorry. Give me that one back. D20, you motherfucker. Yeah. I think they sound a little different. Let me recover my lost comrade. Where did you go? I retrieved the dice, chat. I am very successful at these things, you know. I have to count my dice now. Chat, it's dice counting time because I get paranoid I'm going to lose the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the other set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All dice are present and accounted for. So dice a W, dice a good sound, chat. There's also the flimsy plastic things that I always break that the dice always come in like game stores and stuff like that, or Barnes and Noble or wherever the hell you get your dice. It's kind of this hollow plasticky sound. Stuff always disappears all the time. It's like a black hole absorbed them. Yeah. It's probably related to whatever eats socks in the dryer. I don't know. What do you think of weird plastic dice container nail tapping? My dice came in a glass jar. That's kind of wacky. I have to resist shaking it like a wild animal every time I see it because it's fun. Caged animal brain moment. Doesn't sound bad. Next we can try out the Jingo's Got Nails After All. Yeah, I just have to like do like the back of my fingers where like my nails are instead of the I can't do it the typical way because it's just hit pads. It just hits pads, so I have to like do it backwards. Looks like a potion jar because the dice was called poison. That's actually super cool. So chat, something you might not know about me, or maybe you do, who knows, maybe you live in my walls. I am a big accessory guy. I like accessories. I like jewelry. I'm a bit of a weirdo like that, so I got gifted a really, really nice pair of aviator sunglasses because I love the aviator design. I don't think this is actually the aviator brand, but they're aviators. And so they came in this like really, really nice case. So I really like this case. It actually makes okay sounds. I actually think it sounds okay. Fuck. I have to resist the urge to laugh every time I whack the microphone, so I don't double whammy chat with my loud ass laughing and me whacking the microphone. I am so sorry. It's a pretty cool case. Crank that gain up for this. The inside of it. It's kind of this like felty fabric. Brain, I know. This microphone's like a magnet for my wax. I am so sorry, chat. How many times I've schwacked you? I am so sorry. I am not legally liable for any hearing loss. If you have any complaints, please send your complaint emails to Roma is the best assistant at gmail.com, and he will get back to you promptly. What did we think of the glasses case, chat? What was the rating on the glasses case? Chat, this might be a little forward to ask you, but do you like chains? Gib chain. 7 out of 10? I mean, glass container can take a 7 out of 10. I mean, come on. Chains sound good. So, what we're using right now, chat. This is a pants chain. So, it's attachable to any set of pants as long as they have belt loops. I don't know if the chain's too quiet or not, but I pretty much always wear a pants chain because I guess I'm just eternally goth coated now. Chain's the best noise of the night right now. I'm actually wearing 2 chains around my neck right now. I could take them off and then maybe add them to the chain pile. I think I might do that actually, chat. Hold on a second. See how quickly I can get it out from under all my hair. Oh, I got one. Chat, I'm a legend. Can I get the other one? I'm working, chat. Oh, I got both off. Ooh, I'm a legend, chat. The chain pile, it gets bigger. Wow, these chains are warm. I guess that's what happens when you sit around my neck all day. So you've kind of got like a generic kind of thick chain that's I lock a little close, a little tighter on my neck. And then I have like this big woven looking chain. It's a big woven chain that is a lot longer, so it kind of hangs much lower. And then I have another one that's kind of similar to the woven one, but it's much smaller and doesn't hang as low. So if I were to wear all three of them, they'd all kind of be at different lengths. I typically only wear the big short one and then the woven long one, and then my pants chain. Kind of sound like keys. It's kind of like, I don't know how it sounds to the microphone, but to me, it kind of sounds like keys in like sand or like gentle rain, maybe. It's trying to escape from me. Bad chain. Bad chain. Noise sounds like my old coworker who wore a chain around his neck, wrist, pants, loop, and ankles. You knew he was coming because you'd hear the noise from like 3 aisles away. Like pants loop? Sure. Wrist? Sure. Neck? Sure. Ankles? Chat. Ankle chain? That feels a little excessive, don't you think? Hey chat, what if, big what if, chat, what if I were to get one of those like miniature Japanese like sand gardens? I think that's the official name of what they are. I'm putting the chains way too far away. I apologize. I'm getting distracted talking. But yeah, one of those mini Japanese sand garden things you can buy. Yeah, the Zen garden. Yeah. What if I bought one of those, chat? And we did a little stream of me messing with it with hand cam. Hand cam Zen garden? Maybe? I can offer my Wally themed Zen garden. Called him Chains, and he was actually pretty cool. Spooky, but cool. Nice. Bark, wolf, hand cam. I promise I'm so sane and normal. I mean, you're sane and normal for what I expect from chat. Anyway, chain sound? Yes. Yeah. Is chain sound good? Chain sound good? Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? Is it boring? Does it sound good? Are we approving of chain? Are you gonna call chain? Tell chain he did a good job. What do we think about chain? Did chain did good? Question mark. Did he do a good job? Was Chain a good boy? Don't make me praise Chain. Sounds like soft rain. I agree. I like it. 9 out of 10. I don't know. I don't know how good I am at this actual ASMR thing, but I'm trying. I'm trying, chat. How does chat feel about controller sounds, like an Xbox controller? How do we feel about that, chat? How is a Xbox controller? How do we like the sound on that? Let me reposition the microphone. Give me a minute. Oh, you think a controller sounds like a cheap keyboard? Don't worry, chat. We'll get to my cheap keyboard. Chat. You never cease to make me laugh. Chat, there's a weird thing I'm noticing with this controller, which is the right stick clicking is, well, one, bassier than the left stick, but also louder. I got some controller slander. Why are the PS5 controllers so goddamn ugly? Because it's a PS5. Nothing on the PS5 can be good. Oh, but it does sound like that to me. Hey, what? As long as you also conveniently like the sound of a cheap keyboard, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain, chat. The only good thing about my PS5 is the load time. Poor PS4 was struggling, yeah. Yeah. Chat, I feel just like smothering this poor Xbox One controller. I kind of feel like if you've ever watched any, I don't know if they do this in like Eastern TV shows, but like in like the Western TV shows, especially in like the early mid 2000s, yeah, there would always be someone playing an Xbox or some vague nondescript, legally distinct first-person shooter or something, and the actors always try and look like they're playing the video game, and then you watch the person acting and they're like, they're just obliterating this poor controller. Like, their buttons and inputs make no sense, especially in comparison to what fake CGI oddity, the CG team on this poor no budget TV show threw together, and it's always the funniest thing on the planet how just completely disconnected the two things are. So they're over there like not hitting buttons in any way that makes sense. It's very funny, and the totally not, the total awful budget video games that they like throw together, that like it's only for like, typically they're only on screen for like a minute at most. They just have to like throw it together. I don't think I've ever paid enough attention to see that difference. Yeah, I don't know, they're always kind of wacky, because I mean, sometimes they hold microphones, but it's not plugged. Yeah, that stuff like that too. But yeah, like, they'll be like, this is what it sounds like in a TV show whenever they're playing. They're just fucking going at that bitch. And then their character will just be like walking in a straight line. Just be like, the character will just be, they'll just not be doing anything that interesting. Dude, or they'll be playing like in The Sopranos. One of the ones that actually doesn't do this badly is The Sopranos, because the son plays on an N64, and he's playing Mario Kart. And for once, it actually doesn't look awful. But I mean, like just the. It's just going. They're fucking button mashing like they're fucking playing some, some Smash Bros or something. Dude, even Smash Bros isn't that bad. They're just fucking going crazy on that shit. Hacking scenes. Oh yeah, hacking scenes and stuff. Oh, they're so bad, chat. They never make any sense. Hacking has not been done correctly, and I don't think any movie in existence, I don't think it's been done correct one singular time ever. As a person who knows a small amount of cybersecurity, and I've done some like hacking, like exercises thing, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm fancy or really know all that much, but I do know a little, and I know it doesn't look like that. The older I get, the goofier crime shows look. It'd be that way. But yeah, the hacking scenes are the classic. What the fuck is going on in this movie thing? Chat, how is the whispering? Am I a whispering? Am I doing this right, chat? Are we appreciating the left to right? Am I at a good volume? Am I annoying? Chat, make me feel good about myself. Whispering is good. Okay, I can only guess. I don't know. You got loud just because I was trying not to laugh. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Oh, chat. This guy. You're a sucker for soft-spoken things. You're biased. Yeah, but I mean, like, you would know if you like soft-spoken. You would know the difference between good and bad soft-spoken, would you not? Please blow out my eardrums with your laughing. I will not be doing that. Of course, apologizing makes me think of this. Have either of you seen... I've been watching a new show that just came out. It's on Hulu. It's called... Whisper... Voice Crack. That was less of voice crack. I almost just choked on nothing. Ignore me, chat. I was watching a show on Hulu called Shogun. It is based off of a book with, I believe, the same name. and it is about the first Protestant Europeans finding Japan because the Catholics found Japan, and then proceeded to never tell anybody else because who cares for Protestants? Am I right, chat? And so, like, Spain and Portugal were mostly the ones trading with Japan. And all the Protestants, like the Dutch and the Germans and the British, were not a huge fan of this whole keeping secrets thing. And so they ended up sending a boat out, and that boat ended up finding Japan. And that boat, I don't remember its name. In the book, in the show, it's the Erasmus. But in real life, I don't remember what the book was called because the boat, because the book the book is fictional. It's not non-fiction. It is fictional, but it is based off of non-fiction, off of real events. The main character is called John Blackthorne. If I remember correctly, the real life guy that he is based off of is William Adams, or Adam Williams. One of the two. I can't remember which. He's got two first names for his full name, so I don't know. But his whole thing... gotta go. Friend called me. Have fun. Okay, bye-bye, Stella. Have a good rest of your night. Hope you have fun. And so, I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about the show, but I don't remember what specifically. But yeah, so the whole thing is this boat of people finding Japan for the first time. Is the show good? I've been curious about it. I would say so far, yes. I actually think the show is very good. I think it does a very good job of not being like annoying, preachy, oh, the Japanese are always good people and European bad. Some dum-dums on Twitter immediately made that conclusion, but people on Twitter are not to be given any sort of attention because they are stupid and probably underaged. So who cares about their opinion? So yes, I would actually say if you have access to the show, I would give it a watch. The episodes are like an hour each. So you definitely, in the first episode, you will definitely get a really good idea of whether or not you will like the show by the first episode. I will warn people who are listening, the first episode, the show in general, all of the characters who speak Japanese are played, or the characters that are Japanese, rather, the characters that are Japanese are played by actual Japanese actors, and this is because the show makes all the Japanese characters speak exclusively Japanese, and all of the characters who are European, who would speak Portuguese, because that's the only language the Japanese would know from Europe, they speak English. So when you hear a character speaking English, they're supposed to be speaking Portuguese, and then when they're speaking Japanese, they're speaking Japanese. So you will have to read subtitles, so you do have to pay attention, because you have to read the subtitles whenever a Japanese character speaks, because it's not in English unless you know Japanese. And if you know Japanese and English and you're bilingual, can I have your number? Anyway. I apologize, chat. That was not funny, but it was funny to me. But yes, if you like long shows, If you like probably way too much swearing. If you like ancient Japan. If you like sort of political dramas, because it's Japan, so you cannot escape the politics, especially not in feudal Japan. I think it's definitely worth a watch. Don't wow me, chat. Don't do that to me. Don't judge me like that. Come on, chat. Don't do that to me. Come on. Come on. I'm reorganizing things on my desk. I'm sorry. Oh, hi, Flo. Don't be alarmed. We're doing an ASMR stream tonight because chat voted on it. And I didn't. That's what they decided on. So that's why the whispering. That's why I'm trying to be quiet. You miss some good sound. You sound like you're crying. That is because I'm holding back laughter. Because if I laugh, I will blow everyone's eardrums out because the microphone is so loud. So if I laugh, everyone in chat is gonna go deaf. So that is why. That is me trying not to laugh. I wanna be deaf. You say, chat, if you go deaf, you can never ever watch one of my videos ever again. And I don't do subtitles because I am lazy and never really cared to learn how to do that on YouTube. Ow, my elbow. But yeah, should we move on to another item? I'll get an earpiece afterwards. I'm already half deaf because I always stand right next to speakers during dance practice. Chat, do we like do we like phone tapping? Phone tappies? It's very hard to go all the way around the microphone this way. That's on the screen. I can do it on the back too. The back's got like this hard plastic and like leather thing going on. Chat, I accidentally opened up my camera via tapping. Fuck, I hit the mic again, sorry. The camera, I know. After spending most of my teens at heavy metal shows without earplugs, I have never been to a concert. So, not something, even though I'm a heavy metal fan, I don't get no satisfaction. No way. Nope. Never been to a single yeah, never been. Sad. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because my parents were talking about famous musicians they either went to go see or had met, and my mom's got like this like 20 band list of bands she went to go see. My dad's like got a couple, and my brother's got like one, and then I've got like 0. I'm like, okay, you're over there being like, my mom's over there being like, yeah, I got to see so many bands when I was a kid. Oh, that was so cool. And it's like, okay. And so you never decided to do this with your kids. Why exactly? manifesting bands to come to your area and they don't cost an arm and a leg. Well, I've definitely been around bands. I just never got to go. So I was a kid and I don't have any money. Kids don't got that money. My parents never took me, so I never got to go. It's the roll of the dice, chat, I guess. So how are we feeling about the phone tappage? Is the phone how are we feeling about that? We liking the phone tappage? I don't know if you know what Van's Warp Tour is, but I don't that shit religiously every summer. Damn, if it ears up, I believe it. Like a 7 out of 10. I mean, 7 out of 10. I mean, if 5 out of 10 in theory should be average. So I mean, if it's 7 out of 10, that's pretty good. Chat, no bad phone. Does anyone wish to guess? Oop, sorry, controller. Does anyone want to guess what I have as my phone wallpaper? Does anyone want to guess? The cat? It's not the cat. Although I will admit, I do change my wallpaper quite a lot. The wallpaper gets changed quite a lot. I actually don't know the name of a plane or something. I don't know. Incorrect. Hey Shortkick, it has been a while. How are you doing? We're in a ASMR stream right now, so don't be alarmed by the binaural audio and the whispering. Then tell me, Mr. Magic Man, it is almost always, not always, but a vast majority of the time, it's art of a hot woman. Let's be honest. I am simply okay with that. Do I have there's always like a she-go or a, you know, it's always a something. I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to stoop that low. Wow. Shoulda done that. Shoulda done it. Shoulda committed. But yeah, I have like some like Baldur's Gate 3 characters, Jury, Lady D, just some random like Shadowheart, statues, Cammy from Street Fighter, Gum from Jet Set Radio, Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runner, Samus from Metroid, you know, stuff in that kind of vein. Lots of art, lots of art of Wimyon. Demon Ladies, Raven from Teen Titans, because I fucking love Teen Titans. God, I love that fucking show. My lock screen is a dude I like. I don't know how I can't get any more obvious than that. Yeah, I mean, if I were to talk to somebody and we were just chatting casually, and then I like noticed their phone and it was literally a picture of myself, well, first I might be a little concerned for my own health, because that's kind of up there, but that's the start. Picture of him and I, so it's not that weird. I would still feel a little I would still feel a little weird about that, but yeah, I would be a little concerned. But yeah, So that would be up there on the weird. Damn, does it want me to be worshipped and shown off? I guess, bruh. I don't even to be shown off and worshipped by somebody who I'm like, I don't know, work colleagues with, maybe friends or whatever, like, but not in that kind of way. It depends on the context. I guess. I don't know. It depends on how hot the person is and how statistically likely I feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped and taken to a second location. Hold on, I need a second, Chad. I'm gonna drink water. Okay, you're insufferable, I swear to God. But yet you all keep coming back. You can't escape me. I don't think we're gonna go. I don't think I can do impromptu ASMR for a whole whopping 3 hours. So we'll probably go for like the 2 hour to 2 hour and a half length tonight. And then what I might do, maybe, is I might cut up. I'll either do this officially a different time and record it. I think we'll do this again in the future, definitely. I think those times, when we do that, I might record it and then edit it and upload a VOD or like a video of it instead of just having the VOD. I think that might be good. The future, yeah, we might do another ASMR stream. What, you guys don't want it? You don't want it, Chad? Yes, do that. I am more than happy to do that. Chat, we could do, what else we got sound wise? I'm slightly running out of ideas. I could whip out another book and read random things in a book, which I know some people like. I could go to keyboard sounds, and we could just do keyboard sounds for a little bit. Book, okay, everyone seems to be on the book train. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. No, you shut your mouth. Shush your little mouth. Okay. So, I just grabbed what was easy, and what was easy right now is the big fat honkin'. My cat said whip out that book too. So true. So I just grabbed the Avatar, The Last Airbender, TTRPG, big honkin' rulebook. You can actually probably hear the page flipping. If you like page flipping, you're about to just absolutely explode right now. I can read. Do you guys want me to read just like the Avatar Legends section? Or maybe the What's an RPG? I'm thinking What's an RPG maybe? My cat. Gotta practice live 2D animation in the meantime. Fun. Reading is hard because it's really dark in here, but I can try reading the What is an RPG section. A tabletop role-playing game, sometimes abbreviated to TTRPG, or just RPG, is a storytelling game for 3 to 6 people played out at a table or online with pen and paper and dice. The gameplay plays out as if you and your friends were cooperatively telling a story together. Over a few hours, your collective tale evolves and changes, going to new and unexpected places based on the character's actions. That's why did I think you said you can't just hit the whip? Probably can. You may even end up playing multiple sessions that build on the events of your first session and deepen the character's stories. Most players take on the role of a character in the setting of the game, alongside your friends who play their own characters. You describe what your character looks like and what they do. You say what they say, either describing their words. I say something intimidating and whatever the hell, glaring? Nope, that's glowering at the guard. Or speaking them verbatim. I'll say, I never forgive the Fire Nation. You think about how your character thinks and feels, and you guide all of their actions. They shouldn't have made me bust out laughing, oh my god. Think about one of your friends plays a special role, the game master, or GM. They portray the rest of the world, including all of the other characters. They describe what every other character does or says, and fill in any holes in the setting so that everyone at the table shares the same imaginary world in their heads, and a game focused on existing properties like Avatar, the role-playing game. The GM also helps productively introduce existing elements like major characters or events from the setting. Very importantly, the GM isn't playing against the other players. They're just trying to represent the world faithfully while building out a set of interesting conflicts to say what happens and what exists in a way that makes the fictional world make sense. And they're here to keep things compelling and exciting, which includes honoring how awesome the other players' characters are. That is the what is an RPG section. I swear that type of voice feels like you're laying on the bed and you've never done this tired voice. You softly rally your ears and get butterflies. I'm just trying not to be loud, man. Like me, especially I have my headphones on one side. Premarital spooning, how fucking dare you. What section do we want to read now, chat? I don't often read these first couple of pages. So how about we read maybe the eras section and maybe the section about the four nations? What do we think about that? Does that sound interesting? The eras and the four nation descriptions? How do we feel about that? The eras. Each game of Avatar, the role-playing game, begins with your group picking an era as the backdrop to your game. The eras are each tied to the span of an avatar's life. Except for the 100 Years' War era, during which Avatar Aang was frozen, and focuses on distinct themes which define the type of game you play. The full text of Chapter 2 describes these eras more deeply, but here is a quick list that describes the rough focus and details of each era. The Kyoshi era covers the events right after the Shadow of Kyoshi novel. Play in the Kyoshi era if you want to fight in battles against rogues, and bandits, and deal with governmental corruption as the nations establish their borders. The Roku era covers the time right after Sozin became Fire Lord and before Roku married. Play in the Roku era if you want to deal with tensions between different nations and the trials of maintaining an uneasy peace. The 100 Years' War era focuses on the time just before Avatar Aang's awakening at the beginning of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Play in the 100 Years' War era if you want to rebel against rule, protect the weak, and stand up against tyranny. The Aang era is set immediately after the events of the Imbalance comic trilogy, sometime after the end of Avatar: Last Airbender. Play in the Aang era if you want to heal the world after tragedy and help push it into a brighter future. The Korra era covers a period that takes place after the events of the ruins of the Empire comic trilogy, sometimes after the end of The Legend of Korra. Play in the Korra era if you want to deal with repercussions and imperialism, and play in a modernized era. The Four Nations. For centuries, the world has been split into 4 distinct nations, each with their own cultures and customs. While individuals from these nations often form lifelong bonds of friendship and love, the nations themselves are often in conflict. Your heroes may travel from place to place or stay in one location, but they must always control or contend with the politics of peoples of the place they may visit during their adventures. You can read more about the full history of each of the 4 nations and locations that exist in later eras, like Republic City in Chapter 2. For now, here's a short summary of each of the 4 nations, their history, and some of their most important issues that they are likely to arise if they appear in the game. Are you guys okay in chat? Jesus Christ. The Earth Kingdom. The largest of the 4 nations, the Earth Kingdom has been ruled by a monarchy for much of its history. It is known for its sheer vastness and diversity, both geographically and people. Despite the history of hardship in the rural areas neglected by the government, the citizens of the Earth Kingdom are known for their strength, resilience, and unyielding nature. When they are knocked down, they rarely stay down for long. They draw their strength from the immortal earth and the immovable mountains. The Fire Nation. The Fire Nation is located on a group of islands to the west of the Earth Kingdom. It boasts an impressive military, and its navy is a force to be reckoned with. This is in large part because travel by water is a necessity on the islands. In addition to its military, the Fire Nation is known for its robust economy and industrial achievements. The Fire Nation is filled with people who value innovation, technology, discipline, and strength of all kinds. The Air Nomads, determined to focus on a spiritual life separate from the rest of the world. The Air Nomads roamed the world by maintaining 4 distinct air temples in nearly inaccessible locations. Tragically, Fire Lord Sozin ordered the Fire Nation military to kill all Air Nomads at the start of the 100 Years' War. Avatar Aang was the only survivor. Over a century later, a number of people gained airbending abilities during the Harmonic Convergence, ushering in a new air nation under the guidance of Aang's son, Tenzin. The Water Tribe. divided into Southern Water Tribe and Northern Water Tribe, alongside a smaller group based in the Foggy Swamp. The people of the polar tribes are skilled at sailing and navigating challenging terrain. However, there is a long history of tension between the two tribes, and the Southern Water Tribe has often struggled while their northern counterpart thrived. Both are known for their powerful loyalty and unrelenting perseverance, like the waves of the ocean crashing onto the beaches of the shore. The opposite, I'm currently spinning in my computer chair and will only stop if I fall out of my seat. To those of you who are Avatar: Last Airbender fans, what's your favorite nation? Do you have one? Do you have a preferred? Are you an Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, Air Nomad, or a Water Tribe person? I personally am a good old Fire Nation person. Call me cringe all you want. I don't care. I'm at least happy. Water Tribe or Fire Nation. So, here's a section of the book that talks about the different types of trainings you can have in the game. You choose what you were trained in. You can be trained in water bending, earth bending, fire bending, air bending, weapons, or technology. Water bending. Water is movement, change, and grace. The element cannot be broken, and even in its most rigid forms, has the ability to melt and reform. It is a dynamic element, subtle but powerful. Waterbending is inspired by the real-world martial arts of Tai Chi. This style's flowing motions allow a waterbender to use their element defensively to redirect an opponent's attack, or offensively in the form of the water whip, ice attacks, or large waves. Certain waterbenders can also redirect energy paths in the body to heal injuries. Earthbending. Earth is strong, stable, and constant. The element stands the test of time. It is a steady element, bold and unyielding. Earthbending is inspired by the real-world Hongai, known for solid stances and blunt punches. With fists formed into diverse shapes and toughened by striking exercises, Earthbenders can harness the formative energy of the earth powerfully, punch boulders, and ride platforms of stone to impossible heights. Firebending. Fire is pure energy, destruction, and regeneration. The element can either consume everything around it in a powerful blaze, or heat it with a brilliant intensity that is impossible to ignore. It is an energetic element, bright and mighty. Firebending is inspired by the real-world northern Shaolin associated with the Shaolin Monastery. These fighters use fast, athletic movements, including jumps, sprints, spins, and extended linear stances powered by breath. Firebenders can exhale fire, wield flames like daggers, and grow a singular flame into a raging bonfire. Punching boulders. That must be where Chris was born. So true. So true. You're so right. Airbending. Airbending is flexible, playful, but still powerful. The element goes where it wills, and expands and contracts to meet its environment. Air is an open element, breeding freedom and bolstering spirits. Airbending is loosely based on the real-world Bagwazag? I'm so sorry. The martial arts circular motions and footwork allow one person to defend against multiple enemies. Airbenders are quick and nimble, using their skills to defend from attacks and evade attacks. Airbenders can ride balls of spinning air, quell cyclones, and sweep even the heaviest objects into weightlessness. Every day is a W when I can make Jinko laugh. Shut up. Weapons. Weapons are precise, intimidating, and fierce. They demand craftsmanship to create and discipline to master. In the right hands, a weapon can level the playing field between a non-bender and a bender. Fighters trained in the use of weapons can come from any nation. Their first specialty likely comes from their home nation with a weapon and fighting style unique to their home region. But it can also include unarmed combat, such as chi blocking. Weapons, the Avatar universe, take inspirations from real-world Asian and indigenous cultures, such as the Chinese Dao, which is Sokka sword, for those who don't know, and other traditional weapons. Technology. Technology is a brilliant power and innovation. It changes what is possible and pushes the boundaries of established norms. It is intricate, yet mighty. Technology innovation can be found throughout the four nations. Heroes who use technology spring up all over the world. Of course, advanced technology varies by the era, as Earth Kingdom technologies in the Roku era might use smoke bombs and traps, whereas the technology in the Korra era might use a electrified rod or mechanized vehicles. Okay, chat. I think it is about end of stream time. I have mostly run through all of my ideas, unfortunately. And I don't intend to read for the next 7,000 hours, so I was gonna Sage. But yeah, so we'll probably cut stream here, because I've run out of ideas. I have like a box I didn't use, but people weren't really a huge fan of the box tapping, so I think we'll, I don't know, unless I can, okay, sad, I don't totally need to get up in 4 hours. Chat, what I can do is I can talk to you for a little bit about a game I've been playing, if people are interested in that. Box tapping, yeah, I have a box that my microphone came in, but I did some other unrelated box tapping and people weren't particularly interested. But we have new people, so if new people want box tapping, I can do box tapping now while I talk about stuff. Missed the box tapping? Box tapping? Yes? Okay. I can. Yeah. You're a silly cat. Okay. It rattles a little bit because it's got stuff in it. Hopefully it will sound okay. It won't be too loud. But I picked up the game Guilty Gear. Autocorrect. It's okay. It does it to me too. I thought your cat was my cat. I thought I ran my cat tail. That is no, that was my cat. She's a very talkative cat. If I acknowledge her existence at all, she meows at me. But I got into a game called Guilty Gear, which, for those who don't know, is a fighting game. It's a 2D fighting game. I believe it's made in the Unreal Engine, I think. And it's I don't know if it's necessarily literally hand-drawn, but it is 2D Japanese like anime style hand-drawn animations. It is really, really fun. It is just complicated enough that you can have a lot of fun with it. But is simple enough that like it's pretty easy to get into, especially if you're a fighting game person. And I am, so I was able to get into it really quickly and like start hitting combos and stuff. And so it's got a wacky cast of characters. I spent way too much money to unlock them all because I make bad financial decisions. And so my favorite character so far is a girl named Elfet, and she is a lovesick metal band singer. And so she's got like this microphone guitar gun thing, and her win animation, if you get a win, is she fucking hits the gnarliest splits on the planet and then immediately follows it up with hitting a insane death metal scream, and then she has stage pyro go off in the background, and it is so goddamn cool. Just people who want to know what I'm talking about, you can literally look up Elfet, ELPHET, win animation, and you will find it because people kind of consider it one of the best one in the game. It is so good. But yeah, she's a death metal singer who makes music about love and is just looking for a date. And she's fucking awesome. Spent the last of my money on Mexican takeout. Oh, fuck, why'd you have to talk about Mexican takeout, dude? Now I want Mexican. It's okay. It's okay. Jingo deals. Just eat more pizza later. It's okay. I really, really like Guilty Gear, and I really like Elfet as a character. I am a big fan of a character called Potemkin. I don't know what Potemkin's lore is exactly, but he is a big, vaguely World War I large German man who does command grabs, and so that's always a huge W in my book. And if you remember, when we watched Pootis Engaged on stream? Pootis Engaged, by the way, has a lot of Guilty Gear references. Elfelt, yeah, that's her name. She looked her up, and why is she so cute? I know, she's adorable. She looked a little different in the previous games because she used to wear like a wedding dress, but they ended up updating her outfit for Guilty Gear Strive, which is the newest one. I love when women. So true. Me too. She's great. Another character that you guys might know because of the internet and Twitter and stuff is a character named Jacko, who broke the internet because of her crouching pose in the game, which created the Jacko pose, which is literally just her animation when she's crouched. She just does this weird, I don't even know how to describe it, split leg, like, I don't even know the words, but Jacko pose, that's where that comes from. That arch, yeah, Jacko hit some insane arch. Jacko is an absolute hottie. Her whole game, her whole character gameplay gimmick is that, well, she's the lover of like the Ryu main character called Soul Bad Guy, And her gameplay thing is that she summons little robot minions that she can throw at people, or you can punt kick them at people, or you can tell them to attack your opponent. And she's kind of also random wacky lady with an insane low cut one piece with massive breasts. So she's like exactly my deal. She is exactly what I'm looking for. So she's pretty fun. Another character which is really weird looking, but I'm not a huge fan of him stylistically, but gameplay wise I really like him actually. It's another character called Testament, who is a turbo effeminate man who's really into death, and I think has a weird thing about being harassed by succubi. I think he's got like 2 succubus that are like attached to him or something. I don't know, that's kind of a W in my opinion, but what's another character I like? I'm kind of blanking. That's a man? Damn, that is the exact same thing I said when someone introduced me that character. Way back when, before I started playing the game. I was like, who? That's a dude? Bruh. Just for reference, chat, whenever people always like to be like, oh, I think you're a tall, skinny, like vaguely effeminate man. And so the way people describe who don't know what I look like but think they know what I look like, they don't know what I look like, but they're like trying to describe what they think I look like, they always like vaguely describe like a Testament type person. I'm not that. I don't look that good. I'm sorry. That's not me. But I'm not a huge fan of Testament visually, but like his gameplay is really kind of fun. He's got a big wacky scythe. I'm a big fan of that. What's another character I'm a fan of? Can't picture you as anything else but a goblin that's covered in chains. That works for me. Whatever works. What's some other characters? I'm blanking hard, chat. Let me take a look at the game. There's many a woman, but I'm blanking on their names. Oh yeah, there's this witch guitar lady called Ino, I-N-O. She's pretty fun. She's pretty wacky. Her win pose, not like the I won the match, but like I won the round win pose. She just turn around and take off her shirt, so that was cool. They kind of she doesn't do that anymore, which is a little sad. Also sad because I didn't get around to making the Easter Goblin. That is okay. You sound like, how do I describe without sounding weird? I vaguely imagine you look like a persona, but slightly different the rest of the way. Okay. Whatever floats thy boat. I will be a giant floating persona. Fuck it. Oh yeah, there's Giovanna with the weird dog spirit thing. Who else is interesting? Man, I don't know. I think I might have covered most of my characters that I like. Johnny, Jacko. There's Biken. Biken was very popular. She is a like stereotypical like samurai lady, but she's got Titanic bahungas and always acts like she's in a movie, has an eye patch, and is missing an arm. So there's that. Exactly like the Persona Lamau. No, wait, you can be a goblin dressed like Heisenberg from RE? Who the hell is Heisenberg in Resident Evil? Who the hell is that? I can feel the impending insult. Oh, actually, from Resident Evil Village. You know, I take that as a W. I will take Heisenberg as a W. He's kind of cool. I like his boots and his pants and his jacket, so I like him. He's cool. Oh, he's voiced by Asterion. I remember that. Yeah, he's the same voice actor as Asterion. Let me guess, Egg. That's why you know who he is because it's the same VA. Rude. Tell me I'm wrong. Wrong. I don't believe you. If you know any people who look like Lady D, let me know, chat. Chat, what if I had my haircut to be the Wesker cut? What if I gave myself the Wesker haircut? Because I kind of do that style now, but just with really long hair. The Wesker cut. Yeah, dude. It's basically the hairstyle I already do. It's just, mine's really long and curly. I already do the pullback look. It's just mine's long. Also, Wesker's a really funny character. Wesker is hot, so yeah. Please do not tell me the guy who talks like the actually emoji is hot. Please, I beg you. Chris Redfield. Like, less strange sounding Snape. Like, he's... So you have curly hair. That is correct. My dad said Wesker's a douchebag. I mean, he is. He's like a bad guy. He's like a villain you're not supposed to like. Just because they turned him into a turbo dork in Resident Evil 5 doesn't mean anything. He's best in 5, leave him alone. Dude, he is so... No one is best in 5. The only character who's best in 5, and the only reason they're best in 5 is because they're only in Resident Evil 5, is Sheva. Sheva is an absolute baddie. She is hot as fuck. I need a Sheva in my real life for real chat. Chat, if you know anybody who looks kind of like Sheva, you let me know. Here's my case, Young, Leon, Kennedy, and RE2. Please, you can barely speak without stuttering in RE2. Yeah, I mean... Dude, random women claiming Elon or Leon randomly is the most annoying thing. I'm gonna put the box down now. Huge sim for Ada. Ada's cool. Okay, so weird opinion, but I did not, in Resident Evil 4, the original, I did not like the weird cocktail dress. Like, I just didn't like it stylistically. So in the Resident Evil 4 remake, I actually really like the remake outfit. I wish they had gone with the uncensored version that they originally did, but fine. I really like the Resident Evil 4 remake version of her outfit. but I don't like that they changed it. Like, even though I think it's a better outfit personally, the iconic outfit is kind of what they should have gone for in my opinion, but I'm not entirely complaining. I got into Resident Evil 4 Leon, but I don't feel that way about him. He's actually super cool. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of what Resident Evil 4 did to his character, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when it's the most popular game in the series? So, alright chat, you got your extra 30 minutes roughly out of me. It was more like 20 minutes, but stream's been going for 2:30. I think that is my cue. You got your extra 20 minutes out of me by getting me to tap on a box. It's been okay, God, woman, calm down. Take a deep breath. Oh, calm down. When it comes to Leon, I need to lose my ability to but yeah, so I hope you guys whoa mama, Johnny Bravo comes out. Whoa mama, I can't do a Johnny Bravo impression. I apologize, chat. Although I do sometimes feel slightly like Johnny Bravo. Sexy Slayers? That's a name. Damn. Yeah, we're roughly ending stream. I keep mimicking Jennifer Coolidge, and my friends are actually gonna kill me if I do it again. I don't think anyone got any actual ASMR out of this fucking stream, but I tried. I tried, chat. I tried. Forgive me. Is entertaining, that's what counts. I guess that's something. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tuesday stream will most definitely be just a normal Mass Effect 2 stream, so we can get through that game. Hopefully soon. Hopefully Miranda will finally give us the goddamn romance scene I've been waiting for. But yeah, I hope everybody, you have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, or night. I appreciate you all. I fucking promise I am actually working on the script for the new video. I just gotta end it out because but I appreciate you all for coming out and waiting. Still clinging to the channel. I appreciate you all. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.